And a fine how do you do to you too. Oh, hey there. What's shaking, bacon? Anyways, I digress. Maybe that should be the name of my videos. Drink with a beer whisperer, but I digress. If I had a TV show, that's what it'd be called. But I digress. Anyways, I digress. I digressed about digressing. You know about that? Hey, I'm having a Mother's Little Helper, 770. One of my favorite go-to IPAs. I picked it up the other day because it was only $7 a six pack, $6.97 to be exact. I buy this above others mostly because this is what I can afford. I applaud beer geeks that can afford a lot of the big stuff all the time. I'm a guy who has to be on a budget, so and I gotta believe there's other guys like me out there. You know what I mean? That love craft beer, but are the budget is a little tight. So look what's on sale. You don't be afraid of the sale price. It's not always because it's short dated. I mean, there's some folks who want to tell you that. It's not always true. I'm gonna pour another glass here. I don't want to use that glass. Just noticed I wasn't clean. Change my glass idea here. Alrighty. And for my next magical number. Yeah, I know this isn't a beer glass. It's just not. But what the hell, right? This glass has my family crest on it. Probably technically a wine glass. I've got two sizes of it. My dad purchased these for my mom years ago. So we'll use that glass. How about that? I've been doing a series of videos. Well, this is the third one. So I guess if I've done three, we can call it a series. Can we not? Anyways, yeah, here, let me finish. I was working on some whiskey, some Jim Beam 8-year-old, a double age. The regular Jim Beam is 4. You do the math. You could tell by looking at my face, if you know anything about whiskey whatsoever, how smooth that was. This is actually smooth. I think a lot is made about buying small batch bourbons, and I do buy them when I can. I love Irish whiskeys especially. I do drink some scotches, but I am actually a bigger fan of the Irish than I am the Scotch. Because I prefer the smooth mellowness of the Irish to the peatiness of the Scotch. But over the last couple of years, so I've kind of rediscovered bourbons. I grew up drinking bourbon, got away from them to drink Irish because it was much smoother, but then I went back to bourbons because bourbons actually do have a lot of character, and that's what's great about the bourbon is bourbon has more character than any whiskey. I don't care what anybody says. I'm telling you that that's true. You could say I like this better, I like that better, but there is no argument that bourbon has the most character, whether you like it or not. Bourbon has those big, bold flavors. They're coming at you. I mean, bourbon is an American whiskey, and it is like Americans. We're big and we're bold and we're coming at you, no matter if you like us or not. You know what I'm saying? This is, that's what bourbon is. I mean, it's big, it's smoky, it's sweet, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things rolled into one. It's just beautiful, man. But I digress. Whew. An incredibly smooth, likable whiskey. Hey, I'm drinking this beer. I'm not necessarily talking about the Mother's Little Helper right now, but I'm going to bring it up from time to time because that's what I'm drinking. I'm a fan of Mother's. I've said this over and over again. They are my local brewery. I think they're awesome. This is a great go-to IPA. I mean, even most places at full retail, it never runs more than $9 a six-pack, whereas like Bell's Two Hearted and Rogue Yellow Snow usually run about 13. So I mean, even if we're talking full retail, that's only a $4 swing. That's a $4 swing. So and I bought this for $7. Today I looked at my market, and Bell's Two Hearted was 12, and Rogue Yellow Snow was 13. Now, personally, you may say you like those better. I like this better, but it's preference. But what you can't say is those are crafted better. And that's the thing. Sometimes it's small taste preference. I like the Two Hearted. I like the Yellow Snow. I think they're great IPAs. But for me, I like this one for a lot of reasons. It's just a great IPA, and when it can be affordable too. And that's the kind of stuff that makes my head hurt, right? When I see some breweries are extremely overpriced, well, I don't want to mention any names anymore. I've just dropped a name. I know I pissed off a few people. uh, but some things go $14, $15 a six pack, while something like this, even at full retail, is only $9. I'm thinking, come on, man. Yeah, there is no way that there is more expensive ingredients in that beer. Now, maybe in that state there's more taxes. Maybe things cost more. Okay, I'm gonna give you that a little bit. But come on, this is Mother's beer is crafted as well as anybody's. Now, maybe you like certain flavor aspects of others more. Maybe you don't. But nobody is crafted better than these here, or the ones in your town. I guess my point is, don't be fooled by price. A lot of people are, though. They think because something is more expensive, that means, oh, that must be better because that's going to cost me more. That's really not the case. That's just clever ass marketing. Don't be fooled by clever ass marketing. Have I told you I was drinking today? Ta-da! Anyways, I digress. Anyways, before I went off on that tangent, hey, I've been talking a lot all day. All day, oh no. The last few minutes, anyway. About Christmas. I love Christmas. I love everything about Christmas. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That was good. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh. And an IPA is a hell of a chaser. Ta-da! I love Christmas, man. I was talking about, I love cooking Christmas dinners. Of course, everybody likes presents, but that shouldn't be what it's about. And I get frustrated when people say Christmas is too commercial, and it's those exact same folks that left their Thanksgiving table at 5 p.m. to get to the mall, or to get to whatever store had that great sale. You can't have it both ways. You can't say it's too commercial and then go out and buy, or max out your credit cards to make your kids happy. You can't have it both ways. You can say it's too commercial and mean it and say, you know what, this year it's all about the family. We'll buy a few things, but it's about the family. But you can't have it both ways, man. You can't say it's too commercial and then spend an arm and a leg on it. You can't have it both ways. And it seems to me that it is those folks, it's those folks that are most adamant that Christmas is too commercial, that are the ones that have to keep up with the Joneses. And I gave that up. Things happened this year. My son was diagnosed with cancer. My daughter had her first grandbaby. I'm perpetually broke. It's just the way it is. So nobody's getting a lot of presents this year, but both of my kids know, my son down the hall that has leukemia, or my daughter, 5 minutes away from me, 5 minute drive away from me knows. Even though we can't afford these big expensive gifts for them, they know we're here when they need us. You know what I mean? That, Daddy's still gonna fix that dinner that they want. That Daddy will buy them when he can. Maybe they won't get everything they want right now, but they get it, and I think that's how it is for most families in America right now. I think times are tight all over. And it should be about more spending time with your family than how many presents you have under the tree. And it seems to me that the parents that complain about that the most are the ones that want to make sure they have the most presents under the tree. So if you're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk, baby, or shut the hell up. That's all I'm saying. The Tom Whisperer has Tom the Beer Whisperer has spoken. And now I'm off my soapbox. That's just how I feel about it, man. That's how you feel, everybody. I love the time of the year. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your keister and tell you I go to church every Sunday, because I don't. But I have gone to church enough to know that God is everywhere. So even if I'm not in church, You know, you know, you don't have to walk around telling people you're a Christian or posting on Facebook, "I'm a Christian," to be a Christian. What you need to do is, be a good person all the time. You don't hate people for being different than you. You, you just do the right thing, and for me, that's what being a Christian is. It's not bragging about being a Christian every time you can. I don't post a lot of stuff about it because it's not that I'm ashamed of it, but it's that it's not really anybody's business. People know what I am and who I am by my actions. You do the right thing, people understand. It's really that simple. Can we all just let's hook it out, people? That's how it is when you're at a pub, right? You've got you ever we used to have these friends, or I used to have these friends. Growing up, you never know which way to go. I had just one friend that every time he had more than 3 beers, that fourth beer would turn him into an evangelist. Every time we go into a bar and he tries saving everybody, he'd usually get thrown out. And then you got the guy on the other side of that. He'd get to that fourth beer and he'd go the opposite direction. You know, went wonky on me again. Technology just baffles the hell out of me, man. Oh, I can get irate when I'm drinking. I can get upset, but most of the time I am how you see me. I like to think everything's funny. I like to think everything out of my mouth is freaking hilarious. Of course, deep down I know it's not, but I like to laugh about everything. It's just kind of my way. Let me pour a little more. Mother's a little help. You know what? We've ran over 12 minutes here, so I'm gonna, enough rambling. Damn it, Tom, shut up. We've heard enough. Hey, I'm Tom Spearfish. I've had a great time rapping with you. I'm gonna shut her down. Ta-da!